Hi guys, so today we'll be solving this problem called find and replace pattern. Let's solve it. Given a list given a list of string words and string pattern, return a list of words I that match pattern. You may return the answer in any order. A word matches the pattern if there exists a permutation of letter P so that after replacing every letter X in the pattern with P of X, we get the desired word. Recall the permutation of letter is a bijection from letters to letter. Every letter map to another letter and no two letter map to the same letter. Okay. So we've been given an example of a string of vector of string, and there are certain number of strings which are there. We've also been given pattern. So pattern is ABB. Now we need to find how many strings are exactly like the pattern string which has been given to us. So it must not be the same character, but it should be in the same pattern. For example, A is occurring once and B is occurring twice. So there should be two distinct character, out of which one should be occurring once and the other one should be occurring twice. So here we can see MEE is satisfying the pattern, that is M is occurring once and then EE is occurring twice. And then AQQ, so AQQ is also uh, matching the pattern where A is occurring once and Q is occurring twice. In the second example, ABC, we can see that A is the pattern, so it should be only a distinct element. So therefore, all the three strings match the pattern. So how we can solve this problem, I'll be explaining now. What we'll do is that we'll first maintain a function which normalizes the string, and otherwise in the normal function what we'll be doing is that the whatever answer that we get, if the string gets normalized and it is equal to the pattern, then we return the answer. Okay, we return that answer as in we put that in the vector, otherwise we don't. So there would be a certain condition that the string needs to uh, solve or maybe satisfy, then only it is put in the vector. So those are the condition that it should match with the pattern. So this pattern can be matched if we see that if we normalize it. So for example, we always assume that first string will start from A and the second string, whatever the second character, will be B. So if we normalize it, then we can put all the strings which we encounter through that function to normalize, and then check if the normalized pattern is same as the pattern that we have. So that's what we are going to do here. So let's try to code that part. So first we'll be maintaining vector of string of answer where we'll be storing the answer, and then I'll put the pattern through a normalize function which I'll be creating for normalizing the string. Okay, then let me run a for loop, auto and w in words, and if pattern of w is equal to, oh sorry, norm pattern normalized string, which is which is that we are putting through a function normalize, and w is a string in the words character, right? So normalize of w, if it is equal to the pattern, then at that time we push that string into the answer. Okay, then we simply return the answer. This is the main function which will be basically checking if the string that we have got is satisfying the pattern or not. Now let me make the normalize function. Now normalize function will take the parameter as string. Okay, now in normalize, what I said, that we'll be assuming normalizing the function by taking just the first letter and as A, and the second distinct letter will be B, and third distinct letter would be C. So every element, every string which passes through function normalize it, and whatever satisfies that pattern is the string that is satisfying the pattern which has been given to us. Okay, so for that, first we'll be creating an unordered mam of char mp, and let me call make a character C where C is equal to A. Now let me run a for loop for the string M in W. Now we check if, okay, if mp dot count of M is equal to 0, then we put the mp of M is equal to C plus plus. Okay, so what is this is that every time we encounter a distinct element, okay, if the mp dot count is equal to 0, that is if the element is distinct, so at that time we increase the character, which is we put the normalization of the character and then we increase the character by 1. So for example, every time we encounter A, so we put the first character as A. So for example, if a string is AAB, now when the second A is encountered, we wouldn't put the A as B, because we have already assigned a value to A, right? So that's what we have to do here. Now then we simply run a for loop again, M in W, and make element of every character of M as the normalized character that we had produced. Then we simply return the string. Now running through the solution again, so we maintain a vector of answer and we run to a normalize function. Normalize function will normalize the pattern, be it whatsoever. It will start the string from A, and every distinct element would be A, and then the next distinct element would be B, and so on. And then we'll be returning the string, and then we are running through a function of all the words in the vector, and then we're checking if the normalized string of the vector is satisfying the pattern or not. If it is satisfying, then we push it in the answer, and then we return the answer. Okay, so let's run the code to see if everything is working fine. Yes, yes, that is accepted. So I hope you guys understood the problem. Do solve it, and thank you.